Welcome everybody. My name is Shoaib Ahmed and I'm a teacher working in London. I've been in the profession for around 13 years. I've held numerous posts, being a teacher or a lecturer, being a learning manager, being a head of department. So my experience has been quite interesting over the past 13 years. Even though I specialised in business, I've taught numerous different subjects, everything ranging from literacy, numeracy, health and social care, psychology, sociology, economics, which is kind of part business, but it is its own realm. So over the years, my experience has become really, really interesting. And I'd like to share that with you. And today's topic I wanted to touch upon, and what inspired me was watching somebody else's YouTube video about how to make good YouTube videos. And he talked about this element of injecting personality, and it made me reflect on what has led to my lessons, or many lessons, being effective. Was it my lesson plan? Was it my activities? Was it the way I did behavior management? What was it? And the one thing that I came back to was personality. I've always tried to inject personality into the classroom, be it through humor, anecdotes, life experiences, and to allow that mechanism to take place of a student being comfortable with you and opening up to you in regards to an issue or issues that they're going through. The only way that's going to happen is if you inject personality into the classroom. Now, I'm not saying you need to crack jokes or you need to have a lavish lifestyle. My point here is that it's like watching one of your favorite genre of movies. Pick whatever you want in your mind, and there's a great story, great screenplay, the dialogues are really, really good, but the person who's acting, or the people that are acting in the movie, aren't up to scratch. They're not up to the caliber. They don't meet the demands of the script. They don't have the range of emotions to deliver in certain scenes. And it's the same in the classroom. We're not too far away from being actors. It doesn't matter if on a personal level we're having a good day or a bad day. You've still got to deliver the goods in the classroom. You've got to get through your aim, your learning objectives, ensure that the students are walking away from your lesson and retaining as much information as possible. And that doesn't always happen by having the best activities or the best levels of differentiation. It happens through you. You are the vessel. It happens through your personality. If you're going to walk into a room and be very, very stern and run the classroom like I dare to use the word dictatorship, you're going to sit here and you're going to sit there and and this is what we're doing right now. I don't want any other conversations. And it's a top-down kind of approach, which it shouldn't be, in my opinion. In order for you to be effective in the classroom, it's both top-down and bottom-up. You need to have that personality, that empathy. They could be wanting to tell you something, but because you haven't opened up to them, or you haven't presented yourself in a certain way, they might not be comfortable with you, and they might be going through a horrid situation, or as a class they're not understanding what you're trying to deliver to them. But the fact that you are not open and empathic to them, you're not listening to them, then your footfall in the classroom, your attendance could drop, your grades could drop in the classroom, the average that everybody receives. If you're delivering 100% coursework, for example, assignment-based courses, then you may never get your assignments on time, and deadlines are always missed. And the feedback is, I don't understand, what you were trying to explain to me, how to evaluate this or how to describe this, and all of those things. This is all related back to you. It's back to your personality. How do you present yourself in the classroom? Students will only open up to you when you inject an element of yourself into the room. And this doesn't mean that you have to have a lavish lifestyle so you can tell them where, which area you live in and how big your house is or what's it worth or the car that you drive. No, it's not about any of that. It's about you. Let's say students not doing well in the classroom and not performing well. You've seen a drop in their performance. It's not their usual behavior. They're missing deadlines for you, etc., etc. Now, the only way you're going to find out what the problem is when you start off with how you dealt with you not being able to achieve certain certain goals in your academic career. You might have failed a course, you might have got a grade E or a grade 3 in one of your subjects. Once you do that, you'll find that the student might open up to you, and then because you become more relatable to them, like, oh wow, you're a teacher and you teach so many students and you're telling me how you failed in a class, or you didn't get the grade that you want, or you had a really rotten experience, or whatever it is. The barriers drop from the students. They find it very interesting, in my experience. They find it very relatable. They remember those things, and your role then changes in their life. You're not only a teacher, you're also a mentor. And what you'll find is students will approach you far more often seeking advice and guidance. And that's really, really important. Another part of you injecting personality, not only in the classroom, but also outside the classroom, within the building that you're in, the school, the college, wherever you are, is in your office. I've met many teachers over the years who a student will knock on the door, have a problem, and they'll be like, sorry, I don't want to see you right now, I'm really busy, or I'm on a break, or it's my lunchtime, sorry, come back in an hour, in barrier building. Because what you're saying is, I haven't got time for you, come back when it suits me. You don't know what problem that student might have. It could be something that you can answer in 30 seconds, and if you've done that, then hey, the student goes away happy and you're not bothered later on. Or it could be something really, really challenging, something really important that they need to speak to you about, or they've thought about you, or they've seen you in the office and they just need to let it out to somebody. You opening that door, and what I guess commonly is called an open door policy, makes a huge difference in the classroom. And in the building, you'll find that the students are far more respecting of you. That all makes a difference in the building. That all makes a difference in the classroom. Once you can relate to them through your own experiences, it makes the world of difference. And that's why it's so important for you to inject an element or elements of your personality. If in your personal life you're a funny person, then hey, there's nothing wrong with injecting humor in the classroom. If in your personal life you maybe run your own business, or you have another profession, or you're self-employed, and you do something, let the students know. Tell them what you're doing. And you never know, through those anecdotes, they could be inspired to go a certain direction that they never thought about, or deal with something a certain way that they never thought of before, because they don't have the experience. But it's because of you, your experience is now being utilized in somebody else's life, and that student doesn't make a mistake. It's being there. Teaching, I found, is not just and I'm sure those who've been in a profession for many, many years and have been very, very successful will all agree, it's not a 9-to-5 job. You take your marking home, you're probably writing reports basically at 10-11 o'clock at night, even in your holidays during half term, when most people think that, wow, our teachers get 52 days or so many days in the year, and they've got it so good, and etc., etc. We know how much we sacrifice, but in order for that sacrifice to be far more effective, we need to be more relatable in the classroom. And the second that you're more relatable in the classroom, your job will become easier. Students will come to you far more easily, and not miss deadlines that often, tell you what the problem is, and it makes a difference. It all makes a difference. So yeah, there you go. Today, like I said, today's video is all about how to be more effective in the classroom by using your personality. And I hope that some of my experience or the anecdotes that I've shared with you are useful to you in your practice. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and you'll get notifications every time I upload a video. See you next week, everybody. Stay safe.